Hello, great question. Um, can you give a talk about receiving this type of information from non-commissioned officers and the disconnect? Yes, great question. As a senior rater for non-commissioned officers for now, I don't know, the last 9 years, there's a woeful disconnect. Sometimes, in my humble opinion, being an NCO and now being a senior rater as a senior colonel, sometimes, not all the time, just a generalization, NCOs think they could be brash to you because they say there's no politics in the NCO Corps. This is an absolutely misnomer and it's a myth. Politics are everywhere. So as your senior rater, you're just not going to talk to me any kind of way because there's something called courtesy, respect, and professionalism. So when NCOs give me information, they presume that I'm supposed to automatically take it. But if you can't show me the big picture, if you can't show me analytics, if you can't show me stats on why I should or should not make this type of decision, I won't make the decision based upon what you tell me. I have a saying. I always say, it's business, it's not personal. It doesn't mean if I'm close to my NCO or we have a great relationship, I don't always just take information just because the person says it, because I am the person that is in leadership and I have to make informed decisions. And so therefore, anybody who works with me or works with me, works for me or works with me, knows that about me. Hey, sir, I don't think you should do that. And here's why, right? And so if you're not giving me the so what, then I'm probably not going to take your recommendation. And we're not going to fuss about it. We're not going to argue about it. Now let's go to NCOERs. Again, I've been a senior rater for now about 9 to 10 years. I'm talking about in the senior ranks. Obviously, I've done it when I was a major, but I'm just talking about lieutenant colonel and colonel, rater and senior rater. Now, most people, it's not uncommon that people want to write their NCOERs, their own NCOERs. That's a non-starter for me. That's a non-starter for me. That's an abdication of my responsibility as a leader. So therefore, if you work for me, you're not writing your own NCOER. It's just not happening. But what you could do as a professional, we could sit down and we can go line by line, because officers and non-commissioned officers most certainly write different. The buzzwords are quite different. What needs to go on that NCOER as juxtaposed to what needs to go on my OER is totally different. So if you are a professional, you should make your senior rater and your rater understand that it should be a dedicated amount of time where you guys are just going over that NCOER. Don't come to me at month 12 when it's due and say, sir, I need this on my NCOER. It's just, hey man, it's just not happening. No disrespect, no disregard, but this should be a dedicated time where you're doing that. I have something in my leadership philosophy called I don't like drive-bys. That's a drive-by. Hey, this is what's supposed to go on my NCOER, and if you don't do it, now I'm mad at you. Well, you can be mad all you want, but I'm a professional. I'm a staff officer. I'm the rater or senior rater on your NCOER. So therefore, let's have a professional conversation on it based upon 623-3. This is why, as a senior rater, I learned when I became a division chaplain to have a rater's philosophy. I'll share that with you here. As you can see, it spells out what a most qualified is, what a highly qualified is. So if you have not met those standards throughout the rating period, coming to me on a drive-by in month 12, it's not going to benefit you very much, because probably you are highly qualified because you haven't really been a professional and had the testicular fortitude to sit down and discuss your NCOER. Your NCOER, specifically NCOER, should not be a surprise. Just because you bring coffee and donuts, just because you slap me on the back, just because we sit down and laugh and go to lunch, that does not make your NCOR a most qualified. Okay, I hope and I pray that I have answered your question. I really thank you for the question, but I'll sum it up here. As a non-commissioned officer, as a non-commissioned officer, because that's the question that you asked, we still have to be professional. You can be straightforward. You can do the bottom line up front, but you still have to be respectful. We are in a professional organization, and therefore, this is what I've seen so many times, where people who are non-commissioned officers have reached a certain grade and they get a little disrespectful, to be honest with you. And so everybody, listen to me carefully, regardless of rank, has an ego. Everybody has an ego. And so just like I know, treat people as you want to be treated. It has nothing to do with being soft. It has nothing to do with a person brown nosing, but it does have everything to do with professionalism. It ain't personal, it's business. I hope I answered your question, man. I hope I answered your question. If not, we can go a little deeper. Hey, have a great day.